Good, whatever it is, I'm Matt Tallis, and welcome to Frontier Pilot Simulator. So, Frontier Pilot Simulator is a game, it's a sci-fi game actually, where you are on a frontier planet, kind of like the edge of space, and you're just a cargo pilot. You aren't some amazing crazy person, which I kind of like them getting rid of that idea. I'm going to begin taxiing while I'm talking, because I'm going to have to do this for a little while. I'm not very good at the taxing. You're no one super special, but you are important in your own way. Here, we're going to rotate the camera so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, I'm way off. So, what I do as a frontier pilot is I have to deliver cargo to all these bases, and so it's important that I do this job. But I'm not like the savior of the human race or anything. Oh, that was a little too much thrust. Let's go ahead and just back up a little bit. So I'm doing this by applying some thrust and slowly backing up. We're going to go ahead and drop the cargo hatch, and we're going to go ahead and pick up this container right here. This is actually one of my complaints. You have to land in that square that I started in, but the cargo is kind of just always randomly off to the side. So we're going to go ahead and pick that up. And good, we've got it on board. We're going to go ahead and close our cargo ramp. And this is actually just the starting mission. I've played this a little bit. I am not very good at this game. Anyone who has watched any of my other series knows I enjoy flying. I am terrible at it though. So we're going to go ahead and give it full thrust. And get ignition of our engines. And take off. Now, one thing I do feel like is the controls on this, though I wouldn't call them clumsy, I wouldn't call them, I wouldn't call them intuitive either. So we're going to go ahead and go over here. I wish the camera would just kind of follow behind. So I've got to manually hold my thrust like the entire way. And we're going to come over here, and I'm letting off my thrust, but as I am fairly heavy, I've got to keep a good amount of thrust to prevent myself from just plummeting to the ground. And one thing to note is when you're carrying cargo versus not carrying cargo, there is a big weight difference. So I gotta make sure that I'm aware of how much cargo I'm carrying. Bottom right, that 99% by like the battery meter, that's my fuel level, which from what I've heard, power up, it does have weight in this game. So I think they'd call it battery. That seems a bit interesting to me. I wouldn't call it battery, but yeah, that's okay. More of the ship according to the marker. Is there a different one or just the landing marker? Okay, we got a taxi again, so I'm just holding my thrust ever so gently. And we're going to come around. There's no real easy way to just move in one direction. We're going to stop a bit. Like you can't strafe left, strafe right like I would hope you could in some sort of vehicle like this. Because this is a cross between a helicopter and an airplane. But I don't get those helicopter controls of strafing. I get the vertical takeoff and landing, which has been pretty important up to this. Ooh, calm down. It's been pretty important. Later, I have seen a couple places with actual landing strips, so you could land them like an airplane. This can fly like an airplane too. Okay, open the terminal. Yes. Oh, I'm outside of the area at once, I think. Okay, go ahead and drop this. And we're going to drop off our cargo here. There you go. And press A to see what we can buy. So current ship weight is 4,771 kilograms. We can buy the rations. And this only has partial controller support. I am using my Xbox controller. Maybe I need to pick that back up. I wonder if I need to sell it to them. Advanced Colonial B2 rations. Oh, yep, here they are. So I can click on this and sell them. Interesting. So current charge level. Okay, so use D-pad up or down and left or right to buy and sell cargo. I guess I see where I'm selected. So, A to sell. I think that's all we need to do. Okay, so it drops it for us. And then B to exit. Okay. Sell rations here. Oh, well, apparently I did a bad thing. We're just gonna go ahead and buy those. I think that's the same price I just sold them for. Okay. And I just brought them on board. Buying the rations complete. Okay. Sell here. I think that's straight up. So, one thing I do like about this a lot is we're gonna just get going up while I'm talking. It's a very vertical game. We were there on the ground. We're gonna go up for a little while. Sell rations here. Okay. So it's not straight up. So we're at 99% charge. I should have finished charging while I was down there. And if I can remember how to do this. Nope. Can't recall it right now. Oh. Oh. Okay. I'm pretty sure that orange square is our maintain vertical. So if we hold it right there, then we'll just hover. So I do want to become slowly down. I wish there were better visual indicators for where I'm trying to land, if it's directly below me or whatnot. And that's why I have free rolling of the camera. Oh, I'm not spot on, but I'm not far off either. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it a bit faster. And I'm drifting backwards. Pull up. We are slow to respond given we're heavy. And yep, go down. Okay, and down further. I just want to arrest my horizontal speed and oh, what was okay, bit heavier than I thought it would be. Okay, we have low charge. We're gonna go ahead and taxi over there. Low charge, and it shows 98%. We did do a bit of damage to our aircraft. Everything is damageable. So the icons show you where you're damaged. Our engines are 100%. Our wings and control surfaces are damaged. And I'm not sure what that last icon is right before my charge amount. Oh, let's be careful and not roll off the edge. So because there's not the translation control, the ability to strafe, I do end up having to do this quite a lot. Just taxiing back and forth, and I find it to be a little bit tedious. Oh, too much. Okay, let's just go back. Left stick button, fix thrust. Oh, didn't mean to press that. Come on. There we go. Now let's go ahead and get our cargo dropped off. Or does this need to be sold again? Okay, let's pick it up and go into the sell menu. Some missions do require you to just drop it off, if I'm not mistaken. Others require you to go in and sell it. So we're going to go ahead and sell that. It's being unloaded right now. And I can't seem to get that. Hold X to recharge. Oh, okay. So we're going to hold X. There we go. And recharging is complete. Empty G-type batteries for 250. Let's go ahead and go look at the hangar real quick. I think this is one right over here. Fine, I am full up. Okay. The first priority already accepted. Bring more. Okay. Right shoulder plus A. Okay. Interesting. I find those chat controls a little bit awkward, honestly. But I do understand that they probably didn't want to disable your ability to, like, fly and other things. Oh look, there's people walking around. I actually haven't seen that yet. So they want more of those. Ah! Okay, I'm looking at the wrong things sometimes. So, I don't think the UI in this is incredible. I do like some aspects of it too. If you press Y on the controller, those arrows that just popped you up show you like the air direction. And you can show and hide that. And we can take off again too. Curious if it's okay if I sit in this backwards. And I don't think it is, from what I've seen and played. No, it's not lighting up at all. No, it doesn't like that. Okay, so I think we're gonna head back over there, to that tower. So we're gonna go ahead. And one thing you did see about, I have different modes, and so I can tap my left stick and get fixed thrust. Oh, jeez. Yeah, like I said, I find these controls just a little bit awkward. I wonder if this doesn't have the same fixed thrust that I'm thinking it has. Because some of them have like a straight up airplane mode. And we're actually going to do something a bit extreme. We're going to, if I can remember how to do it, we're going to reverse our thrust. Like that. And that's just going to rocket us towards the ground because we got to drop rather quickly. Vertical speed shown on the right, minus 20. Which is kind of good. Minus almost 50 there, wow. Let's go ahead and twist around and we can drop quite a bit more. Let's go ahead and bring it forward. So I do find this game interesting. There are a lot of games of the sci-fi genre that are determined that it has to be in space, and that's just simply not the case. And so I do like that this is a sci-fi premised game that is not in space. And as you progress through the game, you can get various upgrades. I'm actually going to see if we can get over to the hangar real quick, and I can show you that. Oh. That ability to strafe right now would be amazing. Come on. Oh. I'm so close and yet so far. I'm worried I'm gonna hit the ground really hard. Right on that cliff edge. And I am showing off all my terrible piloting skills. Oof. Ouch. We're down. Not for long, though, because I don't think I can taxi from this. Yeah, we're going to have to lift up. And slowly and kind of carefully bring it over. And this is actually looking like it's going to be one of my better landings. Which is sad. I spent quite a while trying to practice these landings and just see if I could get smack dab on the landing pad. Oh, and we're going up. A bit of a clumsy landing. Oh, come on. Okay, we're gonna... if I can figure out my camera controls again. We're gonna go ahead and taxi over here and just look at the repairs and upgrades. Oh, no. Repairs and upgrades we can do. I do find that I have to give thrust using the same throttle control to taxi, and if I hold it too far, that actually lifts me off the ground. That is one of the things I feel like is a bit clumsy. I wish, like, the I just forgot what they called it, the hold mode, where it keeps you in the same sort of flight pattern, would be really helpful. Here we go. So basically it would keep you on the ground, but you could drive around still. And you could take off. Fixed thrust, there we go. Okay, so we do have various upgrades we can do. So we can get our chassis, we can get better batteries, and then the wings have various options too. So this is what we have versus this is what we can buy. So yeah, we do need some repairs. So only 32 credits to repair the ship. We'll go ahead and get that fixed because we do need to. I do like their animations there. Each one does seem to be repairing a section too, so I do feel like that's a little bit, excuse me, long for it. So why to enter the garage? I'm betting that's where we can buy new ships. I haven't gotten to the point where I can buy a new ship, and I probably still can't, quite frankly. So we're gonna press that. Okay, no difference in how it appears. So the Scarab is our basic ship. The OX Millennia, and that seems to be all they have, and I don't know if this changes by port that we're at or if it's always the same. We're actually going to fly over to the one behind us and see if it's any different. Go ahead and put that up. We're just going to do a really quick takeoff and flight over here. Ideally, this isn't how I'd be doing. Oh, we are getting kind of low on fuel. I should have checked that. Oh. Okay. No one ever wants to talk about the weather. Random pilots. I guess maybe as a pilot you would, because weather can affect quite a bit. I'm gonna try to set it down gently. Let's see if I can do that. Obviously not. Oh. Ew, bit of a bounce there. Okay. Landing in trading zone. I think I saw a hangar over here to our left. And that's another thing I'm not clear on, is if the hangars always stay the same look, or if they change, or... Spaceport, trading... Oh, we probably don't want to clip that. Dodged it. Like the professional I'm not. As I drift strongly towards the next one. That's a light. You should probably clean that up. And huh. I don't actually know what this one's for. Okay. Well, there's another light there. Someone even less skilled than I am was clearly here before me, which is impressive. It takes a lot to be less skilled than I am. Okay. So, it's got the basics of a good game. I like the buying and selling mechanics, and I do like some of the challenges. I do wish there was a sense of accomplishment just for finishing the missions. Like, yes, I made money, but I feel like that kind of... For me, personally, that feels a bit dry when all is said and done. That being... Oh. Don't talk and drive, Talos. That being said, though, this game is still in early access. I don't know what their plans are as far as finishing it if they're looking to implement new sort of reward system. I think it would be really cool, for example, to see, like, colonies growing and developing. Because that's what you're doing. You're helping these colonies get the supplies they need to kind of survive. So, to see something go from, like, just a single base to a bunch of bases, to get its own airfield, to get its own, I don't know, flying cars or something, I think would actually be really cool. If we look... Oh, I can't see. Yeah, some of these have like really tall towers, and there's actually a landing platform on top of that tower. So I think I really enjoy the little touches like that give this game a lot more. Oh, back up. I give this game a lot more vertical playing ground. So, anyways, you can check out this game on Steam. Again, this is Frontier Pilot Simulator, and I'm Talos. I'll catch you later.